Directed by John Adams and Toby Poser, Hellhole comes to Shudder on August 23rd. But thanks to the awesome guys at Shudder, I got a chance to check this one out a little bit early. What was my thoughts of checking out this movie? It didn't work for me, but I could definitely see this having its audience. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the channel and thank you so much for taking your own time out to check out this review. My name is Mike. If you're wondering, well Mike, why are you recording this review in your car? It's because I watched this movie as I had to have a little bit of a wait today. So I decided to watch this in the car and here is my raw thoughts on Hellhole. Now this comes to Shudder on August 23rd. I didn't see any trailers or anything going into it. Went in completely blind. Basically, the story about this is American-led fracking crew, where this is filmed in Serbia, are basically there to do a job. When they are there, they're doing this job, the movie kicks in a little bit, and after some time they find a soldier basically from the Napoleon age. Little do they know that this Napoleon has a parasite monster inside. Now, I've never seen any of these directors' works, but I have heard that they have wacky visions. They do a lot of VFX and their movies are kind of bonkers. So I'm guessing that if you love that kind of stuff and you've seen their previous works, you're probably going to have an absolute blast with Hellhole. I will praise the cinematography right out the gate. It's absolutely beautiful. You can tell that this was shot in Serbia. Just the factory, this location and this fracking mining area that they have is honestly the best element of Hellhole. Brought you into this world. It brought you into this isolation field where if they're not in work, they may be in an off-site kind of storage unit where they're having their lunch breaks, or in a construction area, or having a break away from their normal working lives, right? Though that part I really enjoyed about Hellhole. It definitely got me into the mindset that these workers were out in a foreign country doing their job while all this craziness is going on. That is the biggest positive I can give Hellhole. The acting isn't terrible. At the end of the day, they're in this crazy movie where I think everyone knows what kind of movie they're in. The issue is, well, let me give you a first example. You might have two characters having a lunch break, right? They're having a sandwich. And say if they're just sitting like this, like me. The music in this movie is just so like punk rock. It's heavy. Even when workers are having their lunch, like a casual scene. So imagine me like this with some heavy music. Yeah, it just doesn't work at all. The music is all over the shop. I understand maybe having that heavy music when you get these scenes with the parasite and this monster. That would kind of make more sense to make this kind of more badass. I would appreciate and understand aspect 100%. But they don't do that and it just comes off rather stupid, if I'm being quite apparent. Now, also, the VFX, awful. Absolutely awful. I appreciate it's probably a limited budget. At the end of the day, we should they're not expensive movies to make, right? So I appreciate they got a budget restraint against them. But the VFX is just so obvious. Like the CG's bad. It's just, you can tell there's no parasite. You can tell nothing looks real. And unfortunately, because you don't have that realistic tone and it doesn't look great, it's hard to truly buy in to what this movie is actually trying to sell you. And that is my biggest flaw with Hellhole. Instead of being like a crazy, over-the-top, bombastic, just going for this movie and doing everything it can from the get-go, it kind of tries to do that, but it doesn't fully embrace it. And because it doesn't fully embrace it, this movie, unfortunately, just fails. I found myself, although it's only an hour and a half, I found myself getting bored towards the end of it because it does take a little bit of time to actually kick in, to actually get going, and for this parasite and this monster to actually finally come alive and start causing chaos. When it does, there is a couple of fun moments, but ultimately with Hellhole, for me, it's not a movie I care to revisit ever again. But as I say, guys, I know I'm probably in the minority. I know this will have an audience. I know there will be a lot of people that think, wow, this is maybe the best movie of the year and it's so wacky. If you do, great. I'm really glad that this will work for you and have an audience, but it didn't for me. So let's be respectful in the comment, guys. If you don't like my opinion, That's absolutely fine. All good. But in the comments, tell me why you loved the movie and tell me why maybe it just didn't work for me. I don't know. My overall score for Hellhole, maximum 1.5 out of 5 stars. Yeah, thanks so much for tuning into this review. I really appreciate it. If you guys haven't checked out my Patreon, links down below in the description box. You can join from today from only £2 per month. Big thanks to all the awesome legends who are subscribed to Patreon. In the meantime, if you haven't seen these videos of mine, click over here and check those out. Till next time, I'll see you guys. I'll be seeing you later.